Alright, good afternoon. My name is Doug Splinter. I'm the CTO for Convergent. We're a Microsoft Unified Communications development partner, and we're going to give you a brief overview and demonstration of the Convergent Presence Integration Manager. So first, real quickly about us. Convergent is a Microsoft Unified Communications development partner again, and we build solutions on top of Exchange and the Microsoft Lync Server, formerly Office Communication Server platform. Alright, enough about us. Our demonstration today is, again, the Convergent Presence Integration Manager. And what we do is we enable communications from Lync Server and provide communication services to users who use special purpose communications devices. And so a lot of people out there obviously are knowledge workers with desks who use the Lync client, or the communicator client, which is now called the Lync client, to do collaboration and sharing and voice communications. But there's a lot of people who use other kinds of devices, and Lync is a platform that allows you to bring lots of different things together. That's what the name is all about, linking your communication systems together. And so in this case, what we're using is the Presence Integration Manager to tie together the Vocera wireless badge communication systems, which is very commonly used in hospitals and healthcare, hospitality, in some retail scenarios. So these are special purpose wireless communications devices that are used by people who are not desk bound, right? They don't have access to a full PC, and so the normal Lync client doesn't really apply to them, but the Lync platform can still provide some valuable services to those users. The recipe card we have today, again, Lync Server, a little bit of SQL Server for some of our database processing, Windows Server 2008 as our server platform, Windows 7 Professional for my client for the demonstration of the Lync client side, and again then the Microsoft Lync client. We're also having our Convergent Presence Integration Manager, and then our Vocera agent, which is what ties that Vocera wireless solution into the Microsoft Lync fabric. A brief overview of our demonstration system, and you may have to zoom in a little bit on the video to see this, but basically what we have is a demonstration center with the Vocera badge solution set up at it, and then over the internet we have our unified communications fabric at a hosted data center. So we're actually using encrypted channels and that stuff to talk back to the Lync fabric to provide updates. So our voice services are distributed, but our unified communications fabric is centrally hosted, which is very common. So if you had a branch location that had a Vocera radio system or other kinds of communications platform, you can still tie that back into your enterprise presence and availability platform. And so we're going to be running both Lync and the Vocera badges basically over the internet back to a hosted data center. So kind of an interesting topology shift. Obviously this would work great if you all had all the stuff in the same facility, but in this case we're spreading the topology to show you can deploy it in a real world scenario. Alright, so enough about the architecture. We're going to go ahead and do basically the basic presence demonstration scenario, and then in another demo we'll do the advanced presentation and the Lync IVR and presence data. So we're doing basically scenario number 1 here, the basic presence demonstration, and then we'll do a second video that show you the latter half, the advanced and the Lync powered IVR and presence, because we want to keep our time short. Alright, so let's get right into the demonstration then. In the video we're going to show the actual Vocera badge. I'll give you a quick little tour. Front LCD screen, backside main interactive button you touch to sort of activate the speech functionality, and some navigation and other special function button on the side. Alright, so here's the Vocera badge, and if you look on the screen capture side, you can see the Microsoft Lync client is up, and my current status is shown as away. So all I'll do is log into the Vocera badge, and that'll trigger the Convergent Presence Integration Manager to update my status for the badge.
Good afternoon. Please say or spell your first and last name.
Doug Splinter.
I'm logging you in as Doug Splinter.
Okay, so at this point the Convergent Presence Integration Manager is picking up that event, firing it to Communication Server, and you can see we now show in the Lync client Vocera available. Now we do some other advanced statuses and content delivery to the badge, so what we thought we'd do is show you the in a call state as well. So if this person's in a call or doing other communications activities, we can monitor those and then change the state viewable by any Lync client to match what the user's doing with the badge. So we'll activate a phone call.
Vocera.
Call Doug Demo.
Finding Doug Demo.
Alright, so at this point the Vocera server is reaching out, public switch telephone network. It's actually calling my cell phone, so I'll go ahead and answer that phone call. And I'm going to mute real quick before I get echo feedback on it. So now if you notice, the present state shows Vocera in a call, so what we'll do is we'll hang up on that phone call, returning me back to the state. Again, we'll detect the change in the call status, fire the event back, and I'm back to Vocera available. Now I can do this, different statuses. I can combine location with status to generate custom visibility states in the client. But this is kind of The core of the demonstration is to show you that no matter what's happening on the device, we can advertise the status of the user back into the Lync fabric. So I'll go ahead and log out right now.
Vocera,
Log out.
I'm logging you out.
Alright, and again, it's a logout termination event, so now I'm out of the badge. In a couple seconds here, we're looking up the previous present state for the user and then resetting it back to away. So that's just an example of the Convergent Presence Integration Manager doing the basic, what we call present state updates, integrating with the Vocera wireless communication system.